Greetings and salutations, and thank you for clicking on the video. I do appreciate it. And when I say click on the video, I mean that you clicked on the link to watch the video. I'm not talking about actually clicking within the video itself. That does other things. Somebody actually posted a comment where they said that, well, when you click on the video, it does this. And I honestly couldn't tell whether they were joking or whether they were serious. Really. Anyhow, this is the last video for 2017, so in this video I want to kind of look back a little bit and look forward and talk about what we're going to be doing with 2018. And also I want to say thank you to some folks out there. But before we get into all of that, I want to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on. You have heard me talk about Cindy. She is my lady. She's my fiance. She lives with me. And she is my Linux poster girl because she does everything she does with Linux. And I have talked about her many times in my videos. Well, she happens to be in the hospital right now. She had some things come up where she wasn't feeling well, and she couldn't eat, she couldn't calm down, she couldn't sleep. Really weird stuff going on with her. And so she went to the hospital, and they found out that she has a heart condition, which is fixable, and they're actually going to do something about it. And I'm not going to go into all the gory details. But she's doing much, much better. But for about, I'd say, the last 3 days around here, it's been really, really scary because they weren't sure what was going on. The doctors were kind of like, well, we're going to have to do tests and we're going to have to figure it out. Well, they finally figured it out. She's going to be okay. And hopefully she's going to be home in the next couple of days here. This video I'm recording on the 22nd of December, so I'm really hoping that she'll be here by Christmas. And when she comes home, I really intend to spend the last week of 2017 with her, and I'm not going to be thinking too much about Linux or YouTube videos or things like that until 2018. So that is why I'm doing my year-end big extravaganza video now. So, first of all, let's jump over here to a full-screen web browser so we can talk about the different pages and we can discuss them, which is what I'm going to do right now. First of all, I want to thank everybody who has liked the Facebook page or is following the Facebook page. That has turned into quite a little community there. And I know that there are some in the Linux community who do not like the fact that I am on Facebook because they consider them to be evil, privacy disrespecting people, and I would agree on many levels, but I need to go where the people are. So those who do use Facebook, then thank you very much for being a part of the EzeeLinux community. I think a lot of people have discovered EzeeLinux through Facebook, which is really cool, and that just seems to be growing and it keeps on going. Also, I want to thank everybody who has visited the web page and come here to look at the little offerings that I have posted. Now, you do know about the EzeeLinux Bash scripts page. That has gotten a complete rework with XBT 2.0 coming along. And so now we have CYA available here, XBT, and a few other goodies. Also, XBT 1.7 is still here for those of you who are using like Ubuntu 14.04 or Linux Mint 17 something or other. That one works on that one, so definitely check that out. Now, one of the things that I'm going to start doing on this page that I have not been doing is using this news function that is here, and it's just simply because of the fact that I just haven't kept up with it. And so for now on, what we're going to do is any new content that is posted here on YouTube will show up here as well. It will also show up on Facebook. And for the time being, gang, the way this is going to work is that you're going to see the video show up here on EzeeLinux.com before you're going to see it show up on YouTube. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I have to post the videos and wait for the Google bots to scan them to make sure that they do not have violent content, which means that they will not get advertising. I have been losing a lot of advertising revenue because YouTube's bots are very sensitive, and they have decided that me talking about Linux Mint is a danger to their advertising dollars, and they've been restricting my videos. So I have found a loophole around that, which is to post the video, list it, and if it does get flagged, then what I can do at that point is I can appeal that, get it manually reviewed, and then by the time it actually hits YouTube, it's not sitting there with minimal advertising, and then all the major viewing happens. Because with these videos, the way it works is you get the most views in the first couple days. If it's sitting there and it's not being monetized, then I'm not getting the money. Now, the money is not a big deal to me. I don't do this for a job or any of that kind of stuff, but at the same time, I want to get what I'm owed from Google. So that is how we're going to proceed in the future as far as posting videos. So the videos will be available here at EzeeLinux.com under this news section, because when we have a new one, it will be posted. It will also be available on Facebook, and then once it is all cleared that it's okay, it will end up being published on YouTube. So just to let you know, if you're really interested in the content, you might want to bookmark EzeeLinux.com, and then you can check on that to see when new content comes along. That's if you're not a Facebook user. So I want to say a big thank you to a couple of people that have been a huge help to the EzeeLinux project, I mean, for a long time now. First of all, Matt Hartley at freedompenguin.com, who has been very, very kind about syndicating stuff that I produce. So if you come to freedompenguin.com, you see a couple of my videos are right up there up front on Freedom Penguin. And I used to write long articles for Freedom Penguin, but I don't do that anymore. I post videos, and I'm concentrating on doing that because I think we just get more traction out of the videos. I don't know about you, but if I had the choice between reading 800, 900 words about something and watching a video about it, I'm going to watch the video. So there you go, and that's available on Freedom Penguin, along with a lot of other great stuff that Matt does. And of course, Matt produces his own videos. He has his own YouTube channel, and he's somebody that I follow very closely, and he's been very kind to the project. Another person that I want to say thank you to is Jeremy O'Connell from CyberWeb Solutions. Jeremy O'Connell has been really good to us. He does our web hosting. He takes care of all this stuff. He also helped set up the email for EzeeLinux, and even the plugins that are on the EzeeLinux page, they were written by Jeremy O'Connell, so he's a very good friend to the project. And of course, you may know him from the Mr. Desktop and Mr. Server videos that we do. So hopefully we'll be doing some more of those as the year progresses here. And so thank you very much, Jeremy, for everything, and happy holidays to Jeremy and Freedom Penguin. And I also want to thank everybody who has contributed directly to the project. I do not keep records of people that send monetary donations to EzeeLinux, not at all. And so I really can't name you. But in this last year, I've had some folks who have just said, hey, I really like what you're doing. Let me send you some bucks. And that's really cool because it helps. It helps to make it so that I have time to do this and I can pay attention to it. Like I said, I don't consider this to be like a job. It's certainly not a job. But it does suck up a lot of time, and it makes it more worth the while when you get the donations and any little revenue that comes from this. So thank you very, very much for that. And the last thing that I want to talk about in this video is this, which is what we're going to have for YouTube content coming up in 2018. So what I have been doing for all the years that I have been on YouTube is posting videos about stuff. I have posted videos about different things. And when I started out doing this EzeeLinux stuff, I came up with this idea of having two big playlists. One of them has Linux tips, which are supposed to be, you know, me showing you how to do something, and then there's Linux talks, and that's where I ramble on and that sort of thing. And that's worked out kind of okay well, but the thing is that having a format like that makes it difficult to have continuing things that you're talking about, because people tend to get upset if they see a video that says how to create a USB stick in Linux, which is the last one that I did. And then if I even mention anything in there about something else going on, they're like, you're wasting time, stop doing that. Well, the idea from day one for these videos was for them to be like a podcast type format, that it wasn't going to be the same garbage that's all over YouTube, where you have a 3-minute video where somebody says, okay, do this, 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 and this, now you're done, and they have no idea what they're talking about. There's tons of that on YouTube. There's huge amounts of misinformation, disinformation, and just really, really poorly made videos. And the ones that I really can't stand are where nobody talks. And it's just a screenshot program run. It's like screen capture, and the person is using a 4K display, and so you're trying to watch it and you can't see anything that they're typing because maybe you don't have the world's greatest connection and you're not getting it in all the highest resolution available on YouTube, or you might be looking on a small device. Okay, that's why I did this. That's why I started doing this, was to share my experience with Linux, chronicle my journey with it, and also help other people, and do it in a way that would be friendly and easy to use. And EzeeLinux, that's the whole thing, right? So, to avoid all of those little issues where people said, well, I don't like this, and I don't like how you do that, and your videos are too long, and all this other stuff, I have decided that we're now going to do the EzeeLinux show. And the EzeeLinux show is going to be real simple. It's going to be the EzeeLinux show, and then it's going to be 18 dot whatever for 2018. So it will be the year, and then it will be the version. It's pretty cool, huh? We're going to do it like Ubuntu. No, actually, Ubuntu doesn't do it that way. They do it where it's the year and the month, but it's going to be something like that. So, for instance, the first show for 2018 will be 18.1. The target length for these shows will be 30 minutes. And in those shows, I may discuss one subject. I may discuss 3 subjects. I may do something where I talk about something that I like about Linux or dislike about Linux. We may have guests on the show. We may not have guests on the show. It depends. Who knows? This opens up a lot of doors formatically that we can do some different things. Also, I want to try and maybe go back through and redo some of the older videos that are posted that may need some updating, because we're getting to a place where, like, anything where I talked about Ubuntu 14.04 or Linux Mint 17.3, they have about, what is it, about I guess about 18 months of life left, because in April of 2019 they go away. So a lot of those videos are going to become pretty pointless after that. So I'm going to go back through. We're going to kind of start and look at basic things, and just look at what we've done and move forward. I think Linux has changed quite a bit in the 3 or 4 years that I have been posting videos about it on YouTube steadily. And it's definitely now much more mainstream than it was. The Linux distributions themselves, the desktop environments, have improved so much. I mean, if you look at what Ubuntu is doing with the GNOME desktop, and then what Linux Mint has done with Cinnamon, and there are other desktops out there. Mate has moved forward, and KDE, just so much different now that it's almost time to stop and go back and say, okay, look, I told you to do that way, but that was back then. It's different now. You don't have to do it this way. So I might do some of that as the year rolls on in 2018. So that is the future. And by the way, the EzeeLinux show was chosen, the title was chosen by the Facebook community. I gave them an opportunity to come up with something that we would call it, and I gave them some choices, like I think I put Expo in there, program, a couple of other things, and people, overwhelmingly everybody wanted to call it the EzeeLinux show. So that's what we're doing, and that's what's going to be happening in 2018. Like I said, I'm going to be concentrating on family for the rest of the year. I will be answering emails. I will be checking on what's going on. There may be the occasional post that pops up on Facebook, because I do this every day. I sit down and I look at what comes in, and I get lots of emails, lots of messages, lots of comments, and I really try to read everything that's sent to me, and people that are asking questions, I try and help them, and I will continue to do that through the holiday, but this will be the last video. And another thing that I wanted to say before I wrap this up was the YouTube channel has 42,000 subscribers on it now, and it is ever growing. thank you. Thank you for subscribing. If you like what you see in the EzeeLinux videos, if you like what you have seen, then please, 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 please share that with your friends. Share them, encourage them to subscribe to the channel, because the more people we get, the bigger a community we have, the more people there are to help everybody else. Because I see that happen in the comments all the time. Somebody asks a question, and then some nice person sees the question and they answer it. And a lot of times, by the time I see that comment, I can go, yeah, what he said. And that's wonderful. That's what community is all about. So thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I am really excited for 2018 because there's a lot of big things that are going to be happening with Linux. When Ubuntu 18.04 is going to be interesting to watch. That's one we're going to keep an eye on. Of course, Linux Mint 18.3 has just come along. They now have all the versions available. It has proven itself to be just an awesome distribution of Linux, one of the best I've ever seen. So, you know, this channel, we concentrate on Ubuntu, we concentrate on Linux Mint, and we're going to concentrate even more on it in 2018. It's going from, here's all the choices, now pick what you want. I would like to move this more toward it being a lifestyle kind of thing. You know, this is how you live in Linux. This is how you live with Linux Mint or Ubuntu or whatever other distribution you would happen to choose. But we're always going to focus on Linux Mint and Ubuntu here and kind of move it up another step. Make it more of a lifestyle sort of thing. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I'm done. I have rambled on enough for 2017. I'm done. I'm going to reboot so I can start using 2018. Thank you for watching. There are links in the description for this video and every other video I post about Linux that take you to the EzeeLinux page. They take you to CyberWeb. Well, no, they don't take you to CyberWeb Solutions. You can get there from EzeeLinux, though. It's a link right down at the bottom of every EzeeLinux page if you want to check out CyberWeb Solution. But there is a link there to the Facebook page if you would like to follow or like the page. I would appreciate a like. And there is also a link there that goes to freedompenguin.com so you can learn more about Linux. They're all right there. Click them, follow them, bookmark them, check them out. And thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm gone. See you in 2018.